Drawer systems are amazing. I've got my fridge right here. I've got everything I need in the drawers within arm's reach. But there is something about not having to carry 200 kilos of camp gear day to day. So I'm going to show you how I keep this Isuzu MUX without any drawers organised when I go camping. Oh, whoop-de-doo, Alex. It's a box. Yeah, but what's inside is what's important. You see, what happens if you've got all your camping gear in there and you're trying to get to a cup down the bottom? It gets a bit messy. Over here is the solution. Introducing new canvas storage gear from Slower. That's Simple Lifestyle Outfitters, Western Australia. This new range, brought to you by Grab Me Gear, is made to the same high standards you've come to expect, but at a lesser cost than Australian made. It's gear to help you live life simply and take life a little slower. Now, here we've got the pods, and here we've got the pouches. We've also got patches. So if you're on that patch collecting game, you can get some of these slower patches to add to your collection. Of course, if we just go throwing pods, cramming stuff in some pouches, tossing that in there, it's not really going to do us much good. So what you've got to do is take all of your gear, everything you think you might use, and lay it out across the floor. Now you want to take what you think will be most used, what's going to be least used, and have a think about how you'll group them together. Don't agonise over this too much, because after your first trip or two, you'll be chopping and changing things that work together differently in the pods and pouches anyway. Once you've roughly sorted your gear into piles, that's where the pouches come in. I use a GearMate 21 for my cooking and washing up kit. Inside here, everything is neatly divided into pouches. You can do this for ropes, batteries, cables, medication, cutlery, anything that's fiddly really. Next up, also in a GearMate 21, is my tea kit. I can just grab this whole thing out of the box, walk over to the picnic bench or whatever's available, and boil up a cuppa. And finally, the one I use for food is the massive GearMate 18. I can hold enough non-perishable food in this to feed 2 adults for 4 days. And if I need to go for longer, I just get a second GearMate 18, stack them up. The one on top will be the first half of the trip's food. When it's empty, cast it aside, and then you've just got the second lot of food ready to go. And my favourite bit is when I'm not going camping in the patrol for a while, I can unload everything from the drawers into this box, just take it off to the shed, and then if I want to go in the MUX, just throw the box in the back, maybe take the GearMate 18 inside to load it up with food, or if I'm taking the patrol, just take this down to the back, and I've got a specific place in each drawer where I put all of the pods. So really it saves me from needing a whole setup of gear for this car and then a whole other thing for the drawers in the patrol. Live simply and take life a little slower. The new Slower range can be found on the Grab Me Gear website. So what are you waiting for? Get organised.